Remember this graphic? We are going to use this to talk about the chisel edge of brushes. Now, the round brushes have to come to a really nice point. It's not really a chisel edge, it's called a point. On the flat brushes, however, you want that nice sharp edge. Let me illustrate for you with some of my best loved brushes. You can see that this one on the left has a pretty fat edge until I get it wet. Then it's going to come to that nice chisel edge. The next brush I'm going to show you is one of the most favorite of my repertoire of flat brushes. This poor baby has been used and used and abused. There is no way with any amount of water that I am going to get that to come to a nice chisel edge. It's just not going to happen. Let me show you the value of having that nice chisel edge on a flat brush. You can make wonderful straight lines. Using the edge of that brush, you can create little fence lines, whatever it is that you're looking to do. Nice, fine edge. The other brush, my poor little baby, it's just not going to do that. And notice at one point it got put away bristles down, which is why that curve is there. You may only find this type of brush at an art store. It's called a hake brush, and it's natural fibers, but there's no snap to the bristles. However, when you get this puppy wet, it holds an enormous amount of water, and you get a nice chisel edge. This is really nice for watercolor. And as I said, it holds a lot of water. This is an artist alternative to those cheap brushes I was telling you about. This brush will hold a lot of pigment, so you can do wonderful large areas of wash, but still get that nice chisel edge if you need it. Now let's talk about the rounds and the liner brushes. Again, these are my used brushes, and you will see that that one has got a little bit of some wild hairs. However, when you get it wet, again, it will snap back to that wonderful point, which will allow you to load up the brush and paint wonderful, fine, curvy, script-like lines. When I use my wider round brush, you will get fatter lines, but if it's a good brush, you'll still have that nice point. When you are using acrylics, even the best quality brushes will wear down after a while. But I never throw my old brushes away. I can always find a use for them, even if they no longer have a nice chisel edge. Yep, no amount of water is going to get these brushes to come back to that nice chisel edge. However, they have their use. When you need to do some scrubbing or scumbling, they're just perfect, and you're not going to ruin your good brush. Take care of your brushes no matter what you paid for them. Every time you use your brushes, wash them with cold water and soap, and then reshape them. This is especially important if you're using your brushes with acrylic paints. After you're done cleaning them, the best way to store them until they dry is laying flat. Don't stand them upright like this in a container because the water runs down into that glued area. Not good for the brush.